Some of you must have some questions.
Yeah, you've got it.
There must be some burning questions. I know there's a microphone over there. Is there a little person standing at that microphone ready to ask a question? Would this be a good time, guys?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Summer?
Summer?
This would be a good time.
Please be quiet.
Yes. Never shuts out.
We have a question right over here.
Oh.
So far, so good.
We have 2 more people. Well, there we go.
So, anyone know how many people there are in here right now? 4,500. 4,500 seats, and there's amazing people standing back there.
Ready to go, Sean. It is so many things to so many people. There's a little something for everyone. But most of all, there's me. But most of all, I think because it's a group of people that always have each other's backs. They're always fighting for each other. And that's important in life. And you don't know it yet, but your parents always have your back, and you won't realize it until you're much older, because you take it for granted right now, because you're just a pain in the ass. So, let me rephrase that. You are a burden. Sorry, no? Therapy time! Prove me wrong, kid. Does anybody have anything to add? Therapy time!
How old was that little girl? Has she seen it yet?
She's 8?
So she hasn't seen it yet.
Didn't see it yet.
Ask that question in a few years after you've watched it.
Because they will make you watch it.
But we love you.
By the time she's old enough to watch it, she'll be saying, what's a DVD?
It's a bad connection.
Yeah, it's almost like you're in Australia or something.
I'm in Australia. I can't see you.
Listen, I would love to keep chatting, but Ron says I gotta go. Summer, I'm so sorry I interrupted you. You had something to say.
I like paper mache and cross stitch.
Really?
I don't even know what that is.
No.
Fan art. The best fan art I ever got was paper mache and one cross stitch summer.
Did y'all get your pipe cleaner?
Love my pipe cleaner.
I love my pipe cleaner, Simon.
Lovely.
But there's also, the question also has something to do with fan fiction, right?
Okay.
Pictures, right?
Yeah, which is weird. Because sometimes it can get a little kinky. But it's not just me and you.
What?
Yeah.
Is it me and Jane, finally?
There is some Simon, Jane, kinky stuff.
With Vera.
Aren't you glad you guys came today? Look at Ron. Ron has no idea what's going on. My favorite is doing panels with Ron. Because he just look around and he always has this face.
Looks like it's fun.
I love the passion and talent that the fans have whenever they do something fan-oriented. Just don't send it to my house. There is nothing you can send, do, or say when you send it to my house that doesn't say, I'm crazy and I know where you live. Not cool. I get a fan letter at my house, I buy a gun.
Do you remember when I gave you a letter at your house and you didn't know it was me?
That was crazy. It was this really weird fan letter that really creeped me out. And then inside is a picture of Jewel laughing, going like this.
He still has it framed
Where's our next question coming from?
When they rolled on Serenity for the first time, my first scene, I was there with Jane Secular and Joss sitting in Video Village, and he just looked so happy. It was that mixed in with him giving us a tour of the new sets and all that, but that redemption that he had was just such bliss, and I just had to be there. I wasn't even in the scene. I think it was Summer, you were getting tortured or something by some creepy dream sequence, and they were shooting that. But that was, you know, roll one, scene one, and I made sure I was there to try to capture it on film. That's my favorite Joss moment. He just seemed so happy.
Actually, Joss has the distinction of actually having given me one of my happiest moments when he called me and said, Ron, we're making a movie and you're in it. But, and then, with no shame, he said, you die.
That's your favorite?
Gina, favorite Joss moment?
I think it's, he took us to dinner when we got picked up and told us the story, when we got picked up in the series, and he told us the story that we almost were not picked up as a series. Fox was not sold on the pilot that we shot. They didn't get it. They didn't understand it. They didn't want it. And he and Tim Maher, I think over the course of 2 days, locked themselves up in the house or in the office and came up with a train job. And that saved the show. And I thought, I don't know if I've ever met a creative person at that level who cares that much, who is that passionate and is willing to go that far to see his vision put out there. And look what he created.
I'm going to tell a story involving you and tequila.
What do you mean?
Sean and I did this convention last November in the UK.
Oh, that's the story I was going to tell.
It could be that. It could be our story.
Our story.
Okay? A dual answer.
Yeah.
And Joss was in the area and hadn't told anybody. and he sent us an email and said, so I think I'm really close to your hotel. We were staying out at Heathrow, which is near the airport. There's basically nothing there. And he said, let's meet up for a drink after your convention duties are done. So we met him in the lobby bar of the hotel. We had a few drinks. Just a few. Just a few. And Joss says, I feel like going dancing. And we're like,
to which we said, well, the only place we could think of to dance would be the convention after party, but there'd be so many fans there, and are you comfortable with that?
And he said, yeah.
Okay.
And then we decided that it would be best to put him in a disguise. And the disguise, after a few tequilas, consisted of a
Scarf.
women's scarf tied around his head like a turban.
Which we were like, this is totally gonna work.
We're like, this is it, Joss. No one will know it's
No
you.
one will know it's you. And then you can go dance and have a great
And
time.
then
Happy.
my favorite is that you said, I want a disguise. John puts on his glasses.
Tequila.
I go, were you the Clark Kent? So we took a cab back to this convention, okay, and walked straight into this disco party. Walked up to the bar and Joss requests Beyonce, Single Ladies. And we all get out on the dance floor, and you can see through the crowd, people start to realize what's going on. It was like a buzz that just happened in the room. And people, I'm telling you, this says, yeah, the scarf came off. He was like, no one's buying this, you guys. But the most amazing thing about Brown Coats is that everyone was super respectful. They let him have a great time.
But he gave hugs and took
He gave hugs, but like, we just formed a dance circle on the dance floor with us and like, I don't know how many hundreds of Brown Coats, and just danced for hours till like 4 in the morning. And it was so much fun.
Was anybody there?
Anybody go to that one?
Anyone go to that one?
Look.
Oh,
wasn't that the best?
Such a good
Hi,
night.
dancing buddy.
Wait, give that woman a microphone.
That's Wendy, right? Yeah.
Give that woman a microphone. Please.
That there was. I'm not saying there was. Please don't put this on the internet. For the love of God. And then please don't put this on the internet and say, and then Nathan jokingly said, don't put it on the internet. I'm not joking. Don't put this on the internet. Let's say there was. Do you think you're going to find out from me in a restaurant? Don't tell anyone, but... So that one, I'm getting a little like, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Who's Zac Efron?
Anything you guys sick of hearing? Want to hear more?
Don't ask me to sing that frickin' song. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be rude.
People just want to give me strawberries all the time. I don't like strawberries. I don't like them. Just like I don't know how to fix a spaceship, I don't like strawberries. If you gave me a cheeseburger, that would be a different story. She loves a burger. Yeah. And then I feel like I'm letting them down, you know? Because they give me a box of strawberries and I say, oh, I don't really like strawberries. And then they have this really devastated look on their face. Sort of like, oh. And then I feel really bad. I don't want to feel bad. That's fine.
Ron?
Well, I really do not know Book's backstory. And from the way things look, you're not going to get to know either.
Oh, God. The thing I get asked most is, what is it like to play such strong female characters?
What is pleasure?
Well, it's awesome. I mean, as you know, it's great. It's great to, kick ass in boots with guns and high heels and tight skirts. I mean, it's great. It's great. It's great. Pass it along.
Don't forget the leather.
Always has to go there. I've forgotten the letter.
Leather.
Oh, the leather. Oh, sorry, right. The leather and the rubber, and then, yeah. And the oil, and the talcum. And who's the best kisser? Alan or Nathan or Marina? Come on. We all know. Okay, next.